God, why am I out of breath from genuinely just doing nothing? What's up, you guys? It's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I'm doing something today that I haven't done in a while, but these are my favorite videos to make. We're back with another thrift flip today. The topic of today's thrift flip is arguably my favorite article of clothing, favorite type of clothing, sweatshirts. They're all I wear. If you've been watching me for a minute, you know that. So today I have 3 kind of DIY thrift flips that you can do with sweatshirts from the thrift store, or even if you have some at your house that you want to revamp a little bit. I just got back from the thrift store. I had the craziest luck today with finding stuff. I bought 3 sweatshirts and 2 flannels. So 2 of the sweatshirts are going to involve, I don't know how to explain this without completely giving away what I'm doing for the entire video. For a couple of them, I am going to be using a flannel and kind of jazzing it up that way and combining the sweatshirt with the pattern and like the material of the flannel, because I feel like that just, I don't know, I think it's gonna be a cool look. So that's my idea for a couple of them. And the other one, I have patches. I did something very similar to the one with the patches in my DIY Christmas gifts video. And funny story, I was on Brandy Melville's website the other day for whatever reason, and I swear to God that I saw the exact hoodie with the exact patch that I made in that video. I'm looking right now. There it is! Literally, you guys. What? This is the same thing I made in my video. And when I called that thing a fake Brandy Melville hoodie, I wasn't playing. One of the thrift flips that I'm going to be doing is similar to that, but I bought new patches and I bought a bunch of different colors, and I'm pretty sure that this entire pack, there's 30 different colored butterfly patches in here, and I think this whole pack was like $8 or $9 on Amazon. I'll have the link down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But I have another idea. I want to make another sweatshirt with butterflies on it because I love butterflies, and I think that little butterfly patches are just so cute. So I'm gonna do that one first. It's gonna be the easiest. The other 2 though, never done anything like this before, and I'm really excited to try it, and I hope to God that it works, because if it works and I execute this well, these sweatshirts are gonna be so dope. For example, I picked up this sweatshirt. This is probably going to be the second one that I'm going to do. Notice the colors, and then I went over to the flannel section and I found a flannel that I thought complemented the colors of the sweatshirt well, and so I'm going to be cutting up these flannel and kind of integrating them with the sweatshirt. I kind of wanted to just explain that briefly because this is something that you can do with things that you already have, because I know that I used to wear flannels all the time and now I really don't anymore, but I had so many of them. So like if you are like me and you used to wear them all the time but you don't really wear them anymore and you just kind of have them in your closet, and you also happen to have a hoodie that you maybe don't wear and maybe you want to give it some new life, you can literally use your own stuff that you already have in your closet to make this. And if not, we all know that going to the thrift store is very inexpensive. I'll tell you guys the prices of everything once I run through everything. It's so fun, like just going in and picking things out and kind of color coordinating and figuring out. I feel like a fashion designer. I think that's really what it is. Like this for me is fulfilling my fashion designer dream that I low-key have always had, but just I probably never would actually do. I'm not a seamstress. I don't really know how to make my own clothes, but this is satisfying that for me. So that's, yeah. Without further ado, let's get on into this video. All right, so like I said, the first thing that I'm going to be doing is kind of similar to what I've already done with the patch, but instead I'm going to be taking a black crew neck. I picked this little black crew neck up and it was $3, so love that. And then I have all of these butterfly patches from Amazon that I bought a while ago because I had the intention of making a bunch of more stuff and then I just never did. But here we are today, so it's a good thing that I got these. Bunch of different colors. My idea is, let me lay this out. And yes, I'm sitting on my floor. I just feel like I do my best crafting when I'm sitting on the floor. What I wanted to do was put 3 patches across the sweatshirt, and I wanted them all to kind of be aesthetically going together. Like, look at how pretty that is. I love it. And they're iron-on patches, by the way. And what I like to do with patches, I talked about this in my DIY video as well, but I like to iron them on and then go around them really quickly with an actual needle and thread to reinforce them, because there have been times where I've ironed on patches to things and then they've just come off because sometimes the adhesive on the back of the patch itself is like not really that great. So I like to just go around and hand sew it in to make sure that it doesn't come up. It really doesn't take that long to do, but I highly recommend that you guys do that because then your stuff won't literally fall apart. So right now I'm just trying to figure out what colors I want to do. I think that's really cute. I think I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna put them 3 in a row just like that. I'm gonna fire up my iron and then we will get to ironing these bad boys on. Now that that's done and we have our patches ironed on, I am going to take just a needle and some black thread and I'm going to sew around the sides of the patches to make sure that they stay on. Needles are super cheap. I think I got it for $2 or $3 at the craft store, and then this was probably like $1 or $2 at the craft store. Gosh, I'm so glad that I picked those colors. I think that they look really cute together. What the f? What the f? All right, I'll be back when I have this threaded. All right, I got it like 5 seconds after I turned the camera off. Maybe I just don't do well under pressure. I don't know. Now we're all done. We have sewn in the patches. They're on there nice and tight. And this is our final product. I think this is adorable. Next, this could either be the hardest one or the second hardest one. I don't know which one out of the next two are going to be harder, but here's what we're working with. This is the crew neck we're going to be working with this time. It says Alaska on it. Never been there, but I freaking love the color of this. As you can see, there's like a little stain on it right here, but I'm going to be cropping this, so that's not going to be an issue. This one I picked up for $5 at the thrift store today, and I'm so excited about this because I also found this flannel at the thrift store today, which I think complements this perfectly, and it's gonna be perfect for what I want to do. This I got for $3. It was originally $5.99, but it was on sale. I'm gonna cut it up and I feel so bad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. For this one, my thought process is I want to cover these sleeves with flannel. I was going to just cut them off and just put new sleeves on, but that's way too much work, and I'm not a seamstress. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go with what my gut's telling me. The first thing I'm gonna do is crop it so that the stain goes away. The second thing then what I'm gonna do is cut up this flannel and kind of measure how much of it I need. This probably is gonna take forever, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm gonna be hand sewing this, obviously. I'm sure that if you had a sewing machine you could do that. I have one, but I still don't know how to use it. A. B. I just feel like I don't, whatever, we're just gonna hand sew it. So that's my kind of vision. So the supplies that I'm using, obviously sweatshirt, flannel. I'm gonna be using my fabric cutting scissors to crop it. I just picked these up. I think I got them for like 10 bucks maybe. They were on sale and I got them. These are just Fiskars brand fabric scissors, and I just find that they make it a lot easier to crop things, and I feel like I'm always thrifting and cropping stuff and whatever, so I'm gonna be using these. You obviously don't have to. Then again, needle, thread, and that's really pretty straightforward. We are just going to get into it. I'm gonna lay everything out and we're gonna see what we can do here. God, that's really bad. Oh well. Day when I'm filming this, but I just tried this on for the first time and this is genuinely cooler than I even thought it would turn out. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this. This is the finished sweatshirt. I think that the flannel that I picked out for this was absolutely, like, this was just the perfect flannel. I am obsessed. I actually decided to only do the flannel on one side of the sleeve because I ran out of fabric. Like, the flannel wasn't big enough to cover the whole sleeve, but I honestly really like how it looks just having it on one side. This is so, I love this. I'm so happy with how this turned out. All right, so this last flip that we are doing, we are again going to be using some flannel. So I'll just show you what I have to work with and then I'll tell you what we're doing. This is the sweatshirt, the hoodie that we are going to be working with. It says New York on it. I think it's freaking amazing. I don't know if I'm going to crop this yet. It'll be a decision I'll probably make not right now. I already showed you guys how I crop stuff in the last one, so this was $6 from the thrift store, and then I also picked up this flannel. This is actually from J. Crew. This one was also $6. Wow, this is actually an expensive one. Oops. First of all, when I was at the thrift store earlier, I was looking specifically for a sweatshirt that had lettering on it just like this, kind of like the bulkier looking lettering. My vision is to take this flannel and cut it up and form it into letters and kind of stick it in here. So this red part I want to replace, well, not replace, I'm gonna cover it with flannel. I'm gonna keep the white border because I think that it looks really freaking cool, but just the red part is going to be covered in flannel. For this, I am not about to hand sew every single letter. That's not happening. I'm so sorry. So instead, I'm gonna be using my liquid stitch glue. I really hope that I have enough in here for this because it feels like I'm almost out, which is not good. Stitchless sewing is what this says. I've used this in thrift flips before. The reason I'm not sewing this is because A, it would take forever. B, I feel like it would suffice to just use this instead. So that's what we're gonna be doing for this one. And let's just get right on into it. This is the finished sweatshirt. I actually did decide to go ahead and crop it because when I tried it back on, I was like, this is too long. This took literally 4 hours. I can't make this up. But honestly, I think it's worth it. I think it looks really freaking cool. There we have it. I love it. I love it. So if you have some extra time on your hands, I definitely think that this was worth it. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. And I think that it looks really cool. How many times am I gonna say cool? Dope. Sick. Everyone, it's me editing because I didn't make an outro to this video, so here we are. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I don't know how to do these on my Mac because my camera's all the way up there, so I don't know if I'm supposed to look in that or if I'm supposed to look at myself. I'm just gonna look up. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you stay until this point in the video, comment down below, I'm a real one because you're a real one. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post a new video every single Sunday. And it's a mouthful. If you forget that I post a new video every single Sunday, or if for some reason I can't post at my normal time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, then turn on my post notifications so that you get notified exactly when I post a new video. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.